Money fights are one of the biggest causes of relationship stress, and they're right up there in the top 3 reasons for divorce. Yeah, financial stress is that big of a deal, and it impacts so many couples. But here's what I want you to know. It's rarely about the actual dollars. It's about fear, control, trust, and underlying values. And if you are one of the many couples out there who are fighting about money, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to navigate the financial stress as a team, not as opponents. And I'm not a financial planner, but these skills can apply to anyone. They're the techniques that I've used with countless couples in therapy and in my own life because they're practical, they're realistic, and they work with no financial expertise required. Before we get started, a quick intro. Hi, I'm Allie, licensed marriage and family therapist and head of Relationships at Paired, the app that brings couples closer. We've already helped millions of couples improve their relationships. See what the fuss is about by tapping the link in the description. How to navigate financial stress together. 5 proven tools and techniques. If you're stressed about money, it can seep into every single part of your relationship, your date nights, your sex life, and even just how you communicate on a day-to-day basis. But here's what you need to know. It's not you versus your partner. It's you and your partner versus the financial stress. These 5 tools will help you tackle the money stress together. So let's dive in. Number 1, call it what it is. Let's stop pretending that financial stress is purely about budgeting or cutting back. It's not just relationship logistics. It's actual stress, and it triggers a physical and emotional stress response. When money feels tight, your brain then kicks into survival mode, right? You either fight, flight, or freeze. And of course, it's your partner who bears the brunt of that reaction. They're the one living with you. So here's what I want you to do. Recognize that this is your nervous system reacting to pressure. It's a totally normal response, and that doesn't mean that it's your fault. Name it. Say it out loud. This is financial stress talking. We're overwhelmed and we're in it together. Simply naming the stress like that can instantly diffuse the emotional charge because that dials down the blame and the resentment and the defensiveness, and you're not opponents anymore, you're a team. And that's how you move forward. Number 2, understand each other's money stories. We all carry money baggage. Some of us grew up in homes where money was tight and stressful and a constant source of worry, and others grew up with more privilege, but maybe never learned how to talk about money. And some people were taught to save every single penny, and others were taught that money should be enjoyed. But when your 2 different money stories collide in a relationship, it can get messy. Like maybe your partner freaks out every time you want to book a trip, and you're sitting there thinking, it's literally just 1 weekend away. Or you really want to save for the future, but their favorite money motto is YOLO. How do you navigate that? You need to understand your own and your partner's money history. Then, once you understand that, you can start to collaborate. So here's what you're going to do. Set aside half an hour this week and grab some Post-it notes, pens, and your favorite snack. And for the first 10 minutes, you're each going to write down 5 memories, messages, or beliefs about money that shaped you growing up. 1 idea per Post-it. So these are going to be things like, we couldn't afford new clothes very often, so I had to wear hand-me-downs. Or my parents always argued about money. Or you could even say, I don't remember ever hearing or talking about money at home. Then you're going to take turns sharing your Post-its. And this is really important. You're not going to interrupt, fix, you're just going to listen. You're not trying to solve anything right now. You're looking to understand what shaped you, what shaped me, and how is all of that showing up in our relationship today. That understanding sparks a shift from blame and judgment to empathy and collaboration. And from there, you can find practical solutions that meet both of your needs. Number 3, divide your financial responsibilities. In a lot of relationships, there's kind of one person that becomes the CFO, okay, the chief financial officer. They manage the bills, the savings, the spreadsheets, and then the other person nods along and hopes that everything is okay. And while that might work for a while, it's not always a good solution long-term because it creates a power imbalance. So it leaves one of you completely in the dark and the other one shouldering the entire financial burden, which isn't fair, and it can be a breeding ground for things like resentment and anxiety. So there is a better approach, and here's what it is. Divide the responsibilities based on your strengths. Maybe one of you handles monthly savings and the other pays the credit card bills. Someone tracks spending. You divide and conquer. But this is the key. You both need full visibility into the financial picture. You don't have to do the same tasks, but you do both need to understand what is going on. Transparency is what creates equity. And remember, you can always adjust something if it's not working. Spend time actually teaching each other your different roles so that if you're in a pinch and you need to switch, nothing financially falls through the cracks. Number 4, set shared goals, not rules. Because let's be real, budgeting can feel like punishment. No more eating out. No more trips until we pay off the credit card. No fun until we basically win the lottery. That's so demotivating. And when you frame it in terms of what you can't do, you'll probably just avoid budgeting conversations altogether. So here's the fix. Reframe your financial conversations around what you want, not just what you can't have. Trust me, this mindset shift changes everything. I once worked with a couple who were constantly arguing about money, and one point of conflict that always came up was how often they ordered takeout. One of them saw it as an unnecessary expense, but the other saw it as a much needed break from the chaos of work and kids. And every discussion turned into a standoff. So we zoomed out. Instead of focusing on cutting back, I asked them, what are you actually trying to create together? What does ordering takeout allow you to gain? And they both agreed. They just wanted more time to connect. One evening a week without cooking and washing dishes so they could sit down and enjoy a meal together. That became the goal. Not stop ordering takeout, but have one easy night together each week. And suddenly they were budgeting with purpose, not punishment. So try this. Grab some Post-its or a piece of paper and each write down 3 financial goals that you have. Come up with one short-term goal, like saving for a weekend away, one long-term goal, maybe it's paying off a credit card, and one relationship-focused goal, like a regular date night in a nice restaurant. Then compare your notes. Where do your goals and priorities overlap? Where can you collaborate? When you set a shared goal that feels meaningful and positive, it shifts the entire tone of financial conversations. Instead of tracking numbers, you're working towards something that excites you both. So you focus on wins, not sacrifices. And that way it's a much more inspiring conversation. Number 5, have a routine money date. Can we all agree that the worst time to have a budgeting conversation is right after someone accidentally overspends? Or when you're already in the middle of an argument. Money can be such a fraught topic at the best of times, so you've got to talk about it when you're both calm. I recommend a money date, okay? It's a regular check-in that you treat almost like a meeting. Maybe it's the last Sunday of the month with coffee, or Friday night with wine and spreadsheets. Whatever works for you. Here are some conversation starters that you can prepare for. Did we stick to our budget this month? Were there any big or unexpected purchases? What are considerations for the month ahead? Is there a birthday gift or something else like that that we need to plan for? Did we both feel free and in control with our money this month? Why or why not? The point is that you plan the conversation. So you both show up emotionally available and ready to talk. And that way it's much less reactive, much more intentional, and way less likely that you're going to end up in a fight. Money stress can destroy even the strongest relationships, but it doesn't have to. When you face it together as a team, you can stay connected and on track, whatever your bank account balance is. So remember this. Financial stress is real. Don't blame each other. Call it what it is. Everyone has a unique relationship with money, so get to know each other's money stories. Divide the financial responsibilities, but make sure that you both have full visibility into your state of affairs. Ditch the rules and set goals instead, and focus on what you're building together, not what you're cutting out. And then finally, only talk about finances when you're both calm. Set a regular money date for predictable check-ins. I know none of this is easy, and it can feel really overwhelming, but the fact that you are showing up for these conversations at all, that already puts you ahead. So keep at it. You got this. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if you're serious about your relationship, check out the Paired app. With expert-backed advice and quizzes, daily check-ins, it helps you stay connected no matter how busy life gets. The link is in the description. Okay, I want to hear from you. We'll be running monthly Q&A sessions led by me, Allie, your couples therapist. So if you've got any questions you want me to answer or topics you'd like to explore, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you soon.